Awesome.
Stainless steel,
right?
Old school one.
The big one. Right.
Them kids will be cool.
They can't hear though. They ain't gonna
be like, did you hear what I said?
All day.
I can't hear you.
So shout out to the Philadelphia Tribune for running this special report. They're going to do this every Sunday, and they are just making us all aware of what's going on with poverty and crime in the city of Philadelphia. So those who are in the city and outside of the city of Philadelphia, definitely make sure you keep an eye out on that and the resources that are available and just the conversations that are being had and the information being shared, because that's most important, because if we don't know, we don't act.
And I think that's what it is. People feel as though they don't know where to get their resources at, and how do I get this, and where do I go, and who's really going to tell me something, or why everybody want to be secretive. Stop being secretive and share what you know.
Go to the Philly Tribune. They're good. They're good.
So we're on their side. So we're going to switch gears a little bit, and I'm sure you ladies already know that Cardi B tried to take Nicki Minaj's head off
with a shoe.
She did.
I seen a clip of that.
Wait, I thought she swung at her first. No, I did see a clip. Like, I think the shoe was like, I can't get to you.
It was a
you
swing.
Far range, so
she tried to
I'm coming for you.
Wasn't that the daughter? She said something about her daughter.
So listen, so they were at the Harper Bazaar Icon party. So the rumor is, so some people were saying that Cardi was like on some on-site. When I see Nicki is on-site, y'all know what on-site is, right?
Yes.
Like,
well, that was more like Nicki. Nicki was like, yo, when I see you is on-site.
Okay, so Nicki
she was with her little girlfriends. They had the video going.
Okay, wait, Nicki was on site. I heard Cardi. So I heard Cardi.
Somebody was on site.
Everybody on site.
I heard Cardi was on site, but then I heard that Cardi was going to just have a conversation. So it wasn't like I'm gonna pop off, but it was like, listen, sis, I need you to back up. Beef with you. Can we have a conversation? So there's two different sides. But this is what Cardi B did put on her Instagram, and she put this on there September the 8th, I think it was.
Yeah, I seen that.
She was like, I just want to read it real quick so we can give ourselves some context for the conversation. She says, I've let a lot of shit slide. Excuse my language. Ooh. I let you sneak diss me. I let you lie on me. I let you attempt to stop my bags. I'm not going to say this word. You messed up the way I eat. You've threatened other artists in the industry, told them if they work with me, you'll stop messing with them. I let you talk-ish behind my back. I address you once in person. Ooh. I address you a second time in person. Okay, Cardi. And every time you cop the plea. But when you mention my child, you choose to like comments about me as a mother, make comments about my abilities to take care of my daughter, is when all bets are off. I work too hard and come too far to let anybody mess. She got a lot of cuss words in here. Mess with my success.
She's mad.
Blank be talking ish all the time in they raps, but in real life,
they punks.
Thanks, Jazz. Look at you. She ain't saying punks. This ish is really for entertainment. So Cardi had a lot to say as to why she came for Nicki Minaj, right? Yeah. So I read, I listened, I watched, and I was like,
these fools is crazy.
Crazy. I think we all kind of thought that, right? And anybody who didn't think that, I'm like, how do we gracefully deal with conflict with other women? Because clearly she had a problem with Nicki. She said she went to her 2 times. She saw comments in different situations online. And it's like an online beef. I'm like, do people be beefing off of stuff online?
They still beef online.
They do?
Yep.
Like,
even on
grown women?
everywhere. Grown women, yes. Because everybody get extra... You get an extra
power.
It's more coverage.
Confidence.
You behind the screen and your fingers just start typing. And
Internet
you just be like...
Okay.
And then when you with your girls and y'all have videos, it's on site.
So the likes kind of like hype you up.
And then you get people that's going to comment.
And then that's the thing too. Like she said at the end of it, this stuff is for show or whatever.
Yeah, for entertainment.
For entertainment. It like, okay, look how we talking about it.
Yeah.
So it hypes them up and it makes them feel more relevant. And think, what is it? Artist beef has been since the dawn.
Yeah.
The dawn of time.
So do y'all think that she properly handled the situation? Like, do you think she handled it the right way?
Trying to resort to violence? Probably not.
Right.
I mean, unless
somebody talk about your kid.
Okay, so
is it on site? Go ahead.
All right, so I'm not wanting to be violent, right? But when it does come to the child,
them talking about
I have gotten out of pocket for mine, right? I definitely have, and it's because we had let a lot of stuff go. Mm-hmm. It was like, Mom, he come in, Mom. They keep saying something to me.
Okay.
The brother keeps saying, don't worry about it, let it go.
Okay.
just walk on by. Don't say nothing. Second time, same thing, Mom. They just keep saying stuff to me. All right, don't worry about it. Just let it go. There's only but so many times you keep telling somebody, let it go, don't worry about it, ignore somebody. Until one time he snapped, cussed them out, and then now y'all want to come knock on my door. Oh, now you want to talk.
But see, that's
so you
different.
knock on my door, okay. You know, Miss Jasmine, your son said this. Okay, well, what did you say to him? Because y'all been saying stuff to him for time, and I've been letting him, don't worry about it. And then the mom came. What you say to my... Hold on.
Wait, the mom came to your door?
Yeah, her and the daughter.
What you said to the... Okay.
So I'm like, well, wait. I just told her, like, yo, just keep it pushing. Like, the mom like, what? You don't know me, sis, and I don't really know you.
Right.
But I'm going to give y'all a couple seconds to get from in front of my door.
Okay, that's grace.
And that's like
your side is grace. I think you are gracefully handling this.
Drink that she had.
What?
And she threw it at me.
Wow.
And I went and leaped over.
Wow.
And caught her.
Now when I said somebody tried to kill me.
And then I was like, you know what? I was like, I got you one better. Don't go too far. One phone call.
Wow.
And I called my peoples.
Wow.
And we was at my niece, and I had to explain. I'm never one to get out of character, but when it come to mine, and I done asked you, and you threw your then it was on. It was on. We never fought, and like I told her, you might as well bring your son out so he can square with her. Mom, I got you. Grab your daughter because I got a niece. Grab your other cousins because I got them.
She organized the fight.
Right. It's a football team.
We just line it up.
It's a sporting competition.
We gonna line it up, but it wasn't like everybody wasn't running the house, y'all. Okay. And again, I'm not one to resort to violence, but I told him to walk away several times. Mm-hmm. But then you came and knocked on my door, which meant you really wanted to see me. Mm-hmm. Because when I'm coming to knock on your door, I just want y'all all to come outside. We ain't gonna talk, and I ain't throwing nothing in your face. Just come on out the door.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. By the end of the night, she was asking her peoples to talk to her. Can you not ask them not to? Okay, well, I mean.
So it sounds like you tried to gracefully handle the situation.
Yeah, but that's different.
So what are you thinking, Lex? Like, do you think Cardi handled the situation properly? And, I mean, how would you
I don't know. Y'all know me. I'm Martin Luther King over here.
You took the word nonviolent. I'm nonviolent. She Malcolm X. Jazz can turn into Malcolm X.
I don't know. So here's my thought is always, and it's just been like this from the time. I just have so much to lose to be stooping, and so to that end, And the other thing is too, you don't get to take my peace from me.
Correct.
That's like I feel like you gonna feel real stupid when we ride past you. I'll never forget, we were in like high school, I was in high school, and these girls kept messing with me. And again, because I've always been kind of like this, I kind of played it down to myself. And they knew I wasn't gonna say anything, but one of them stole my leather coat. And I knew who stole it, and I was so upset. It was like the Sherlin coat, the buttercream leather. I got it from New York, all that.
Wow.
I was so hot, and my mom was like, "Who stole your coat?" She coming at me because my mom was totally. My mom is totally my opposite when it comes to peace.
Cardi
she was right.
She was coming through.
She comes through on site all the time.
My mom was on site too. Yeah,
all the time on
definitely.
site. So, but in this particular case, she was like, "All right, you know what?" Because it was like going on my senior year. I had scholarships coming, all of that kind of stuff. I just couldn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
So we ended up going to New York like that same year, and I got another one.
Okay.
I walked in that cafeteria with my new coat on and walked right through, and so the ones who I knew had something to do with it, they came up to me. They was like, "I thought you said somebody stole your coat." I was like, "And I got another one." Like, it is what it is, and hung it right up in the thing, and dare somebody to touch it. And because the
grace is gone.
Because at the end of the day,
I'm all for it.
Yeah, so with Cardi B, like if it comes to that, if somebody approaches you, that's how I feel about it. If somebody literally is trying to put their hands on you, then you got to protect and defend yourself. But I'm always thinking about, like, if I do this, what's going to happen? And then in leadership positions, which a lot of us hold, you can't be out here on the news.
Right.
They'll be like, "Oh, we no longer need your services. How are you going to tell us about handling conflict and how to..."
And one thing they were saying is that she's putting herself at risk for losing sponsorship.
Yes.
And I didn't hear of her losing anything. And I mean, I love both of the females. I do. And that's why I was like, how else could she could have handled the situation, even if she felt threatened, even if she felt like she was stopping her money, she was talking about her kid. I felt like she did give Nicki her power. You know what I'm saying?
And don't think for 1 minute, Nicki ain't realized that.
Oh, she
like, that's why she kept pressing the button.
Gracefully went out of that. She was taking pictures. She was sure of her. She was unbothered. She was unbothered. She was unbothered.
Scared. She acted like she paranoid.
She was a victim. She was. And Cardi B walked out with a knot on her forehead. I was like, it's not worth it. They making memes about you. It's just not worth it.
You got a whole continent on your forehead.
Another thing I was even thinking about, I was like, well, where is Queen Latifah? Where is the big sisters? Where is the old rappers? Like, do we have women
MC Light in them
who can step in and say, ladies, there's another way to resolve it? And maybe they are behind the scenes, but it's like, do we even have that anymore? I think Jada Pinkett does a lot of conversations about like women.
I think you do because even like in one of the little crazy, what was that, like Love and Hip Hop New York?
Okay.
When the girls had their beef, you had Remy Ma there doing their reunion show. Like, listen, like, you got to know that at the end of the day, like, y'all, you can't say whatever you want to each other. You got to know that sometimes you got to be able to back it up, but you also got to know when to walk away.
Right.
And she was really real with it with the girls. And, the lady was, one of the girls just like, I respect you, Queen. She's like, yo, it's not even about that Queen stuff. It's nothing about the rap stuff. Like, it's just about us being women and knowing what it is you can and what you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Yeah. And that was like the realest thing, but who knows? I mean, it could be them women that's behind the scenes, like you said, and that's talking to them and telling them. But it's just like...
Well, we do have it. I think we do. Like, even at Essence, Queen Latifah, MC, in one of her performances, she brought on MC Light, Missy Elliott, like a lot of kind of the tenured women artists and things like that. And they did kind of speak to it. And I've heard them kind of speak on different platforms. I think what you find, though, sometimes is the same thing you find when we may try to speak to younger generations. They gonna hear you or they not gonna hear you. So you just keep talking until it penetrates somewhere. Some it works for, some it doesn't.
And the media sometimes doesn't show that part of the conversation. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I thought it was important, because all the friends that I have, we now going off and popping off. And that's not that we don't have we don't have conflict with women, because I don't think any of us are exempt from it. It's just on different levels. It could be, listen, I need to sit down, I need to talk to her. Listen, I need to have a conversation with her. Listen, we had a conversation, in person to resolve whatever it is that may be between me and this woman. So it's not like that we have any less of conflict. I just think, a majority of us do handle it with grace. Right?
We do. You just, again, like you said, we don't see that. Just like how we talked about earlier about the murders or the homicides.
Right.
We don't see the people in the community, these programs, people trying to do stuff. So.
Right.
As much as you see the other stuff.
A lot of internet thugs too. So I think people have turned into internet gangsters online. You could pop almost like when they say when you drink alcohol, what did
liquid courage.
Liquid courage. Online courage.
Online courage.
Online courage. Just messing with people. Just bothering folks, right?
For no reason.
All right. So listen, this is my last question to you ladies. Do you think that it is culturally acceptable for Black communities to revert to fighting as like the first recourse to handle a situation? Like, do you think we accept that? Like, that's cool. Fight it out.
It depends on who you ask, where they are.
I think you do. Depends on who you ask. Okay. I think
it's like the zip code.
Yeah, honestly. I think it depends. I would definitely agree with you. Wow. Because if you going into 19132, 19133, it's like, listen, go ahead and get your rumble on, and we will talk about whatever comes after that. Like, so if they want to give, it's like that
on site.
It's on site.
Like, just talk to her about it. I'm in the 1915. Wait, but in the 1915, listen, Zakira, did you have a call? She like, Mom, because them girls down there, they mom be out. I'm not going down there, Zakira. What's her email address?
Right. Ask them, do they want a journal?
I want to email her. I have some quotes I can send her and inspire her.
I'm the inspirationalist. I don't have time to handle this. I can handle this. That's me. That's the real. They said. Meanwhile, my kid cussing folk out.
Right. Mine too.
Camille, come here. What? Where did she get that?
Yeah. See, mine's is more. He just like, listen, like, because he was from they can say whatever they want as long as they don't put their hands on it. Was my motto.
Sticks and stones.
Once they put their hands on you, then it's fair game. But up until that point, they can say whatever they want.
That's
as long as they don't hit you,
I think that's forever.
We good.
Yeah. I think that's still stands.
I mean, that has to be like the message.
And again, depending on your zip code,
right?
It doesn't matter what you say. You can say whatever. It's like, okay,